Imagine for a sec being in the Oppression Olympics and your opponent is Magneto. You might as well pack it up. If you've watched X-Men 97, you can probably recall the moments where Magneto pulled his oppressed card out, and every time he whipped it out, I couldn't help but sigh at my screen and be like, yeah, you got it, big bro. You got it, man. I mean, damn, how the hell do you follow up with a retort?
As a boy, my people's homes were burned to ash. Then, my people hunted me with those who had once hunted them. And heed what happened when my village used reason while others used tanks.
Oh, brother! Someone's daddy didn't get him a pony for his sweet 16th.
My parents perished when I was a child.
Magneto is needed in a world of X-Men where a character like Charles Xavier is rolling around. Magneto is the perfect antagonist to his old friend, a powerful and dangerous mutant with an ideology that can be argued to be just as dangerous, makes for a great character. Pretty much in every piece of X-Men media that I've seen, I've always liked Magneto. Even as a kid, seeing him fighting in favor for the people who were being oppressed because they had these cool ass powers, I was kinda on his side. It's just that his side didn't have Wolverine. But even growing up since then, I've leaned more on Magneto's side. I'm not about to get on my knees and tie my hair into a ponytail right now, but he was making a lot more sense to me than Xavier ever did. Unfortunately, the peaceful approach wasn't working and would slowly allow the humans to eradicate the mutants. Magneto was about self-preservation. Now, I might not agree with his wardrobe decision he got going on in the 97 series, and at times he's a bit more on the radical side. Or you're thinking, you probably ain't need to go that far, but even though I don't agree with all of his actions, I understand where he's coming from, and why he's doing what he's doing. I won't lie though, realistically, Magneto being on that species superiority shit, that alone would rub a lot of people the wrong way. We already don't like being told what to do and believe we're at the top of the food chain. So having someone like Magneto pop up and popping his shit, we'd want that man's head on a spike. Like, Magneto, bro, don't talk to me like I'm a damn subspecies when you're the subspecies around here. But seriously, I often put myself in Magneto's shoes, and if I'm constantly seeing my people be oppressed on the daily, being taken as prisoners, used in experiments, killed off, people being prejudiced against my kind, I'm going to feel some type of way. Now, some could say that any mutant would have the right to feel that way, and how there are a bunch of mutants who feel the same way that Magneto feels but never go out to do the same things that he has done. After all, you have Xavier and a school of mutants who oppose Magneto's more extreme approach. My thing is, there's only so many mutants that are as strong or even stronger than Magneto to pull off the sort of things that he could pull off. I truly feel like you don't really need to have the same ideology as Magneto if you're a mutant. But if you were just tired of everything going on around you, and if you were somewhat more capable, a lot more of them would be on the same type of timing. Also, I know I was joking earlier about Magneto being an oppression Olympian, but the man has been oppressed before his mutant abilities were fully developed. So for him to have gone through that, become a mutant and still go through that same bullshit all over again, Magneto had felt that enough was enough. From being a human and then going on to being a mutant, nothing had changed for that man. And humans were the common denominator for his grievances, so they were the enemy. If the 97 animated show did nothing else, it gave Magneto nothing but bars in his dialogue.
You abandoned us for your Shi'ar bird queen, you bequeathed it to me, asked me to walk your path. Are you prepared to walk mine?
I'm not gonna lie, he ain't shit for that right there, knowing damn well that man can't walk. But he's not wrong. Charles can't say Magneto didn't try. Wheels left Earth and left his school in Magneto's control. Magneto experienced what happened in Genosha, in addition to what already happened in his past. So tell me, what the fuck are you supposed to tell this man? Don't do it because it's wrong? Charles, if you don't get out of my face and sit the hell down somewhere else? Time after time again, they've proven that if it's us versus them, they're choosing them 100% of the time. It's not even like they're choosing us and them. No, they're just choosing them. You gotta also understand, man, Magneto survived Genosha. And Bastion had that man watching the news of the aftermath as well. Bastion was following up on his attack on Genosha with a plan of continuing to eliminate mutants and controlling them. Magneto has to watch all of this happen, being helplessly tied up in his underwear. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Bastion, you freaky as fuck. But yeah, this whole time Magneto was being held there thinking about how he failed to save a child who he promised everything would be alright and how he'd have nothing else to fear. Remembering all of the countless fellow mutants who were killed and being vaporized right before his very eyes, and feeling stupid for actually trying to change and follow Charles's path. Seriously, if you've reached this point in the video, I sincerely want you to answer this question. What would you tell a character like Magneto that is about to make a wild-ass decision based off of everything that they've just experienced? Seriously. From being a Holocaust survivor to going on to have the good old mutant experience, what could you tell him? Can you realistically talk down someone like Magneto on some Naruto talk no jutsu bullshit? Or is that just not possible? Well, I guess in Xavier's case you could always mind f the other person against their consent.
Mama, Papa. No, don't make me see. Xavier, I can't. Stop it. Stop it.
No, Magneto.
Ah yes, giving Magneto Holocaust visions of his past. Anything for the greater good. Honestly, I'm not even mad at this right here. Now, I say all of that to say that Magneto was doing that entire time Bastion had him restricted. Yes, breaking up the magnetic field of Earth is extreme and would also kill off mutants who didn't want to leave Earth to go with them on the asteroid. But do I get why Magneto would say, screw all of this, I'm taking those who are willing to come with me and start over in a place where we could be free of these trifling ass humans and their oppressive ways? Yeah, I get it. I completely get it. If I'm in the show, I'm terrified and want Magneto dead. But as a viewer, hey man, do that shit, it up. They keep trying, y'all, man. Do what you gotta do. I can definitely root for you without ever having to agree with you, but the truth is, I agree with Magneto. I agree with him that Xavier's path is one that's extremely flawed. I mean, so is Magneto's, but I'm not actually arguing that point right now. Again, for those in the back, that's not to say that I agree with Magneto's actions, but for Magneto to actually sit down and try it out Xavier's way for some time, and then come to the same conclusion that he's already arrived at for quite some time, I respect his decision. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong, it sucks that if I'm in the show that I gotta die, but hey, I get it. I get it. It's kinda similar to trying food that you're skeptical about, because looking at it at first glance, you're like, that might not be so tasty. But only once you've tried it out for yourself can you truly say that you don't like it. Magneto tried that mutant casserole that Xavier served him for Thanksgiving and tossed that shit off the damn table. I get that in most characters' cases, similar to Xavier's, one's moral compass will override the possible fixed and undesirable outcome. But like Magneto said, you mindlessly lose people in the process of doing this. How many more have to die before you change your approach? Obviously, students of Xavier's school have control over their powers, so they're better equipped at defending themselves without harming and killing people. But what about those who aren't? The only way for characters like Magneto to be stopped if you're a character like Charles Xavier is to momentarily neutralize them without killing them, and keep your fingers crossed that one day they just might see things your way. The issue with that is that characters like Magneto will never stop because of their convictions and let me stop before I start going into my whole superheroes are stupid bag. This is the dilemma of heroism. Anyway, if you've made it this far into the video, I want to go back to that question I asked earlier. What would you honestly tell Magneto in the 97 animated series to get him to undo the damage to the magnetic field that he had caused? What magical sequence of words would you tell that man to talk him down? I know what I'm telling him. Please take me with you. But then I'd probably get slapped with a car door and go flying across the city.